Hey, Mark, I realize that
Hey.
I am very petty.
We knew this, Tom. We
Yeah,
knew all about this.
yeah. 60 cents is the length of my pettiness.
Okay, let's hear about it.
So I went to Murray, Kentucky. Cool city, really neat city. I really like it. There's a Murray State University is in the middle of it, and it just kind of expanded out. I was driving through. I'm like, I dig this town. Uh,
Okay.
had a
What
show.
makes you dig a town as you drive through it?
It was just the vibe. It had good vibes, man. It had really good vibes. I thought the city was cool looking. The university was cool looking. Um,
Okay. Okay.
the show was at a bowling alley. Like it was on top of a bowling alley. First
Okay.
time I've done a show on top of a bowling alley.
Okay.
You couldn't hear any of the bowling or whatever, but
Of course they couldn't. They
yeah,
were laughing
they
too
were
hard, too
laughing
loud.
too hard laughing. So anyway, I'm on my way back from Murray. The gas is significantly cheaper in Murray than it is between Louisville and Murray. So I got to go. So I'm going to get gas in Louisville on my way back. It's about 3 hours away. So anyway, I stopped to get gas at a Huck's. You ever been to a Huck's?
Never even heard of a Hux. How do you even spell Hux?
Huck. So it used to be really well branded with like Huckleberry Finn and like like the kid with the freckles and the stupid hat and all that.
Okay.
But now it's corporate-y and whatever. It's not nearly as cool. Um, and I remember when I was a kid.
Instead of the kid with the freckles, they
Yeah,
got a kid in a business suit and a tie,
yeah,
and he's carrying a
yeah.
briefcase. It's real corporate-y.
Oh,
He goes by
sorry,
Mr. Huck now.
Mr. Hug. He's all spreadsheets or whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's got an Excel for Dummies book in the other hand.
yeah, he has a very different name for his companion. Anyway, that was a deep cut.
I'm not acknowledging it.
Okay,
I understood.
you understood that one. Anyway, so I'm getting gas. There's a sign for fountain drink soda, $1.19.
Oh boy, this has turned into the
Very
Road
soda
Trip Soda podcast.
very soda heavy podcast. So $1.19. I'm like, okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
I go in, and in order to get the $1.19 price, you have to be a member of their like rewards club.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking, and so it's now 60 cents more. I get
Okay.
my soda. I got the lid on. I've taken a couple of sips out of it. I'm there checking out. It comes up the wrong price, and I'm like, oh. She says, this woman who's missing quite a few teeth.
Okay.
She says, do you have a rewards? I say no, thinking like just scan yours, lady. I don't care. Oh well, you need a rewards. Oh okay. We stare at each other. And I'm like, all right, well, let's put in the number. So she says I can just put in my number. It'll text me. I'll sign up.
Yeah.
Text me a sign up. I download the app. I do the verification on the app. I do the whole thing where it like confirms that I'm a real
What
person.
time of night is it?
This is it's not that bad. It's like 10:30. But I've
Okay,
got
but you got a 3-hour drive ahead of you.
3 hour drive ahead of me. And this is what I'm doing. And so
You'll have to tell us on the Patreon what the Murray gig paid.
yeah.
This will make more sense if you got paid $12 and a basket of fries.
That's right. So anyway, I go through the whole thing, download the app, and she cancels the transaction, leaves my soda there, cancels, checks somebody else out. I'm like, okay, well now I'm completely verified. I'm a good. Let's do this. Comes up still that higher price, and so we just look at each other. I'm like, all right. So I just walk away.
You didn't pay for the soda?
Didn't pay for it. Didn't take
it. Just left it there?
No, just left it there. I'm like, what? I mean,
Unbelievable.
this thing was branded everywhere, and there was not and this is what I thought. there was not a chance I would have gone in if it said, $1.79. I wouldn't have gone in. I just wouldn't have.
I'm not sure petty is the word that you're
It's
looking
weird.
for
Yeah.
here.
It was what?
I'm not sure petty is the word you're looking for here.
Yes.
Some others come to mind.
Yeah.
Cheap, frugal,
yeah, just like
obstinate,
obstinate. I think
stubborn.
is more of the thing. It's like this is. I feel like
I can kind of understand. I mean, it's not exactly about the 60 cents at that point. It's about the interaction with this lady. You're not going to let her and corporate Huck win this battle.
I'm not letting them win.
No, thank you.
And I really don't need a soda that late at night.
You know what? So, I have faith now that America may win this war in Iran after all. If this is the backbone we have, the level of integrity, the
we're not doing
guts.
It. I mean, we go and we both.
Your negotiating skills in that situation were unparalleled.
Unparalleled. Like I will gladly take the loss. I told my wife about it, and she was like, "Oh, you showed her." I'm like, "I'm not trying to show anybody. I'm just
you liar. Of course you were.
I'm just trying to not have to. I don't like it when they have, hey, here's the price, here's the price, here's the price.
Now let me ask you something.
The real price.
If you had a bag full of pennies, would you have pulled out the pennies and paid in pennies? Would that have felt like you won?
No.
Okay.
Because I'd have to pay 60 extra pennies, and that's the issue. That would be the issue. So, like, there are little deals every once in a while. Like, Buffalo Wild Wings has one. You a Buffalo Wild Wings guy?
I've been like once or twice. I'm aware of it. Big TVs, lots of TVs, and sauces.
You're aware of it. Okay. It
advertise heavily.
It has got to be my wife's favorite restaurant. She talks about it all the time, which is nice for me because I like it too.
Sure.
Who doesn't like wings? Previous.
What's your? Is it Wingstop that you're married to? No pun intended.
No.
What's
Buffalo
where do you get the free wings?
Buffalo Wild Wings is where we get the free wings. So we go.
Oh, okay.
We go get free wings.
Well, you buried the lead. This is like 10 episodes later. You didn't tell me that you got free wings for a year at your wife's favorite restaurant.
Wife's favorite restaurant, yeah. So we have gone so many times. At this point, they know exactly what we're going to do because we usually go after church, and because it's close, we have to go to one particular one, right? There's only one location that offers the free wings to us.
Okay.
And it's one of these to-goes. It's not a real Buffalo Wild Wings, so it's a little hole in the wall. And we call. So I call. I tell them what I want.
Bank robbery. You're in and out in 42 seconds.
And then she calls, and so it's like they know it now. They like these are the only people that are actually redeeming these coupons because they gave coupons. There was 40 of us.
Yeah.
But we're actually using them all. Anyway, so we like the free wings, but we'll also go to the we don't get enough wings is what the issue. We'll also go to the restaurant to get more wings. And they have a deal. Pick 6 is their deal, which is for $20, so $19.99. You get 2 sodas, you get a side like fries or whatever, and then some wings. But there's all of these upcharges that you can get. And I'm like, no, we're never doing the upcharges. We're only doing this. I mean, just the principle of the thing. We're just doing because, when you walk in.
Principled is the word you were looking for earlier, not petty. Started with the same first letter.
I mean, it's a little on the petty side. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that's annoying. It's like, hey, oil changes are $19.99, except if you have a car made in the last 30 years, then it's $35 or whatever.
Yeah, I wish you would have dug to the bottom of why. If there are any listeners out there that can type in the comments on YouTube how Huck's prices sodas, that'd be terrific. Like maybe you got the wrong size.
No, that's the other thing is I double checked. They had a picture of the size, and they have they're color coded. There's a red one, there's a blue one, there's a green one. I got the blue one because the blue one's on the sign. I'm doing it all. I'm going out of my way to comply, and then they're still like, nope. And so, I mean, I downloaded the app and put in my information. I did everything they wanted of me, and still.
And you scanned?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. So what are you going to do at that point? Do you just like, hey, 60 extra cents, who cares? Or do you let them win? I don't let them win.
I feel like your time, you kind of let them win, but
Yeah.
okay. That's a way to run your life. You are an adult,
I
Jake.
am an adult. I can do whatever I want.
You could afford the 60
I
cents.
can afford the 60 cents. I'm not
Now, let
going
me
to
ask
lie.
you something just to close this up. Was there caffeine in a soda?
There was.
I think
And,
you're better off. You're 3 hours from going to bed. Just
yeah.
skip the caffeine. All
Yeah.
right.
Well, my wife actually had the opposite. She was like, "You have 3 hours to drive in the middle of the night. You need the caffeine. Make sure
Yeah.
you get home okay." But
Huh.
I was fine. It was
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
How was the show?
Show was good. Yeah, show was really, really fun.
Who else was on it? 3 hours away.
Yeah, a guy, Jeremiah Martin, was featuring. He's featured for me several times now, and I feel like I kind of leapfrogged the guy because when I moved to Kentucky, he was more in at the feature level already, and I was unknown, and so now, but now I headline and he features.
Yeah.
So it was, we had a couple of local guys do some time up top, but it was good. It was fun. You've probably had this. I'm sure you've had this, but it's weird when people say after the show, like, "Oh yeah, I saw that you were coming, and I drove the 30 minutes to come see you." I'm like, "Really?
Wow.
Okay, well, thanks."
I have very rarely had that experience.
Yeah.
It's happened. I go up to Medford, Oregon just about every year. And there's a lady who comes and brings her husband every time because she says, we don't get a lot of clean comedy out here. And I like that you're clean.
Yeah.
But pretty rare. It'd be nice if that increased.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hosted at Comic Sense Comedy Club in Boulder all weekend.
Yeah. Nice.
And, super fun. Had such a good time, man. I like. We've talked about feature privilege a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's a new. I think I can introduce host privilege.
Okay.
If it's not your show that you're running, although let me tell you about the stress of running that very first show. Now, first off, so at Comic Sense, sometimes you host if you're in the host spot. Sometimes you run the show, which means you work the door, you put out the signs, you play the music, you set up the microphone, you set up the chairs, you get a seating chart from the organizer, and you sit everybody. Dude. And this was absurdly stressful.
Yeah.
It was. I haven't been there in 6 or 9 months, so it's been a while. So I kind of forgot how things worked. They've changed just about everything with the way things work. And at first, there's like 45 people who have bought tickets, and I don't know how many people can fit in this room, but it's more than 45, so I'm feeling pretty good. And then all of a sudden, there's somebody shows up who wasn't in my list, and I refresh. Oh, did you just buy tickets? Okay, they just bought tickets. So we got about like 50, I would say 50, 52, 54 chairs in the place that I had set up. Pretty soon, the room is full.
Yeah.
And somebody shows up and says, "Hey, I'm a regular here. I come all the time. I don't have tickets. Can you squeeze me in?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'll take care of you. I'll figure it out. Just stand over here." And then the next customer comes up. They're not in my list. I refresh. I'm like, "Hey, did you just buy tickets?" They're like, "Yeah, like 30 seconds ago. We're so psyched to be able to get in." And I'm like, "There are no chairs. There's no space." So I'm like, "All right, well, why don't you stand right here?" I take the next customer in line. They're not in my list. Refresh. Did you just buy your tickets? Yeah, while you were talking to them. And I'm like texting the club owner guy, and, "Hey, sell out the show, dude. There is no space for people anymore.
Yeah.
What is going on?" And then another group. So now I got to shoehorn in all these people. 2 people didn't show up that were ticketed.
Yeah.
So I finally get everybody in, and I'm going to tell, I got a story for the Patreon, everybody. Patreon.com/Mark and Jake. I can't share it here. Something else happened. But in terms of the seating, I get everybody in. I tell the feature, "Hey, keep an eye on the door for me. I'm going up to host. It's 5 minutes after the show is supposed to start. Just tell anybody who shows up when I get off, I'll help them out." So I go up, I do my set. Here's where the host privilege comes in. The fun thing about being a host is you can kind of like go like super high energy from the start, because you're kind of like you're like a cheerleader and a comedian.
Yeah.
And you also get first crack at crowd work. You
Yeah.
know, you're the first person who gets to talk to anybody. I feel like I'm really coming into my own as a host. I'm really, especially in a place like Boulder, which is very similar to Vail, in that everybody's rich, right? There's a lot of wealth up there. So I have a killer set. You know, the place is electric and it's packed. There's 57 people in this room, and it probably seats 45 comfortably. I mean, it is nuts, and it's all hard surfaces. The laughs are bouncing around. I'm having a great ass time. I bring up the feature. I come off. There are two people there looking kind of panicked a little bit. I'm like, hey, did you just get here? Do you have tickets? They're like, yeah, we bought tickets last week. I'm like, oh, crap. These are the two people that hadn't checked in. Sure enough, check their name. Yep. And I'm like, all right, hold on. I'm going to go get some chairs. I go into like an employee break room, steal a couple chairs, slide, like total fire hazard, stick them in, sit them down. And the rest of the story. So everything went great, but I do have a story. I'm going to start the list right now for the Patreon. Okay. And, but anyway, so that was that. And it was fun doing the other thing I really came into, I feel like this past weekend with hosting, is you also get to check in with the audience during the show. Like, you know, somebody's a veterinarian from Fort Collins. And then when I go back up after the feature, I not only can I riff on the features act, but I can also be like, hey, just want to check in with the vet from FOCO. How you doing? And it like kind of makes, it feels like you're conducting an orchestra almost.
Sure.
If the show's going well, it can be really fun. There's like a sense of accomplishment with that I super enjoyed this weekend. So that was the Friday night show, just one show on Friday. And then on Saturday, there were two shows. First show was pretty good, and I thought my best set of the weekend. But then the late show, there was like 12 people there. 8 of them were like 19 if they were 23, and they're like just drunk as skunks. And but so fun, man. It turned out to be the best set, my best host set, and that's where the host privilege really came in, because the headliner's got to do like 40 minutes with 12 people. I only got to do 8. And like half of that, or 2/3 of it, can be crowd work and talking to them, and they're losing their mind and they're cracking up, and I'm high energy. But when you're doing jokes for like 40 minutes, it's painful sometimes with 12 people. You're just like clocking in. You're just saying, this is how I feel, at least. I think maybe someday I'll be better. Like maybe Stroup doesn't feel like this. Maybe Stroup feels like he can kill for 40 minutes no matter what the audience size. But to me, with 12 people, there are going to be lulls. It's just going to get tired at some point, and I'm just going to be telling jokes to tell jokes. But during my host set, that 8 minutes, I mean, even the feature struggled a little bit with 12 people, because they couldn't pay attention. It was one of these opposite problems where like sometimes it's harder to be the host because the audience isn't drunk yet. Like they haven't been drinking.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, the longer they're there, sometimes that they go over that edge of, hey, I'm drinking and I'm having a good time, to I'm drank so much I can't listen to anything.
Yeah, like during the feature set, like he had a pretty funny joke that they just forgot the premise of by the time he got to the punchline. And it was just like no response. And it's like, that stinks, man. I feel so bad for you. That was a really good joke, but they just didn't have the attention span.
Couldn't figure it out, man. The late shows, man, you get that a lot. That too much, or the alcohol, even if they're not drinking while they're there, it's starting to hit them, and you're like, wow, we went from, sharp adults to not sharp.
Right. Yes. These were children, basically. Relatively sharp children. I made fun of them because they were a group of kids from CU, University of Colorado in Boulder, and Arizona Wildcats.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, these are the two biggest party schools in the country, and not the sharpest tools in the shed. Not the best academic reputations.
No. Dude, I never even I graduated in Colorado. I never even considered CU, like not even for a moment. Well, like
It's a beautiful campus.
yeah, I thought about CSU briefly because a buddy of mine went there, but not at all, not my thing. And then when college football, like college football, people get really into it, and I never found it interesting. And
Sure.
around here there are guys that have like tattoos. So, like I remember playing basketball with a guy. He had a Purdue tattoo on his shoulder. I'm like, oh, did you go to Purdue? Nope. I'm just a fan
I'm
of
a big fan of chicken.
yeah. Okay, weird. Or like Nate Bargatze, famously a big fan of Vanderbilt,
Mm,
but he
didn't go.
as you will say he's not smart enough to go there,
Right.
go to Vanderbilt, but he's a big fan. So I think that's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm in San Francisco
You're in San
and
Francisco right now?
yeah, right this second.
Weird.
And had an incredible meal last night. This is the Soda and Meal podcast.
There you
go. House of Nanking or Nanking. I don't know how you pronounce it. Unbelievable food. Kung Pao prawns, sesame noodles, wonton soup that was more like chowder. Have you had wonton soup before?
Yeah, it's very
It's just like cream based. Like it had the dumplings, the wontons, but it was like cream based. This thing is unbelievable. It's actually the restaurant's in the Matrix 4. When Neo says, "This is my favorite noodle shop," it's that exact structure. It's been there for 40 or 60 years. And in the menu, in the little like history, it was like we became famous as the place with a chef where she doesn't let you order what you want. Kind of like a no soup for you situation.
Yeah.
And sure enough, this lady hobbles on over, this 150-year-old Asian lady, and she goes, "Ready or no?" Like so confrontational.
Those are your choices. Yeah. Either you're gonna eat it,
ready or no.
Yeah.
Like what a roller coaster ride that was. Ready seems friendly and welcoming, and then or no. And the no is said with such judgment.
Well, I mean, I think we talked about it briefly, like the Juro dreams of sushi.
Yes.
And that's the same deal. Is like you go there, this is the meal. This is what you're going to have. This is the first, second, third course. Yeah. I thought it was weird. I'm sure it didn't do it at your noodle place, but in the Jiro sushi, they put it on a plate and then you take it off the plate. Like you never get more than one piece at a time. It's just, here's your piece, eat it. Here's your next piece.
What's funny about that is I ordered a bunch of stuff and it pretty much came in reverse order. Not exactly the order I would have expected at all, but it worked out great. It was delicious. My only complaint is that they had these really cool t-shirts that were like colorful and they said House of Nanking and like Asian characters. I assume it says House of Nanking or I'm a stupid white boy, something like that. And they sold sweatshirts. I went to buy a sweatshirt because I wanted to wear it on. I thought it'd be cool to wear on stage.
Yeah.
And the sweatshirt design wasn't the same as the t-shirt design. So thank goodness I didn't buy it sight unseen.
0 stars. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, well, I mean, Buffalo Wild Wings, they have hats that are really cool. And I kind of want now I don't wear hats. I'm not a hat guy. I've got too good a head of hair to wear hats. It feels disrespectful.
Other than your broad brim, of course.
I have my broad brim. That's just for raining. That's when it's raining out. But I like the hat. See, the thing is that so I'm in a weird category, right? Because I cannot buy a whole lot of merch. Like either the stuff will not even come close to fitting me, or it's a hat and I don't wear hats. Like what other merch can I even buy? So it's basically like, stickers or something.
Yeah. So anyways, House of Nanking, check it out. And by the way, so line out the door.
Yeah.
And then they just like shoehorn you in. It felt a lot like being sat at a comedy show.
Yeah.
And it was that same lady. She was like, 2 or 4, 2 or 4. Yeah. And she's like yelling the whole time, you go there. It was hilarious. But where I was sitting, I could see out the window and I could see the line of people trying to get in and seeing it grow. And I had this observation that food tastes better when you can see people waiting to eat it.
Mm.
It's definitely true.
Yeah,
Definitely
no,
true.
if you got a nice the anticipation, the fact that other people want it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All these psychological things. I've tried to incorporate some of them into selling merch after a show. There's the idea of scarcity. There's only one left.
Yeah.
Or
Manufactured scarcity. You're manufacturing scarcity, you corporate huckster.
I don't, and I'm not a huckster, right? Those huck guys, those are hucksters. That's where they get the name. They trying to get another 60 cents from me. But I've thought about. There's also
Here's a question for you, Jake. Do you think she drank that soda?
I don't know. I hope. I can hope.
I mean, it's probably a problem for her because they might count the cups.
There's no way they can count. I mean, they probably do count the cups in some way, but
I mean, it's Huck. He's sold out, man. He's corporate.
I would expect this from Tom Sawyer, but not from Huckleberry Finn. Ridiculous behavior. So, yeah, one of the things, you probably do the same idea is you put the like if someone buys merch, like you leave that money like almost visible. Like
I lay out the money ahead of time.
Yeah,
the cash. Yeah, nobody pays in cash, but I lay out the cash.
Yeah, there you go. Really, Kentucky, man, everyone pays in cash. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, we have electricity out where I do shows. It ain't Murray.
No, everybody pays in cash. I have, I've sold in the last year, 5 or 6 things on credit card, but I mean, dozens and dozens.
Well, I make it easy. I get the Square terminal, and I really encourage the credit card payments. I mean, I prefer cash, but the credit card is just quick and it moves them. If there's a line, it gets them going, which is nice. So I got some anxiety, Jake. So I'm in San Francisco, and I'm doing a club spot on Wednesday of this week.
Okay.
And then I'm going from the club to the airport, SFO, for a Redeye to BOS, Logan International Airport in Boston. Ooh. Not long enough to get a good night's sleep, like 5 hours, maybe 6 hours at the most. And I wake up, I hope I wake up. I borrow a car. I drive to Maine, and I do 2 different spots. I go to a club I've never been to, and then I run over and headline a killer show. And I think I'm going to be bad is really, I'm going to be tired, man. I'm going to be jet lagged and tired. And I don't know if this is going to be like a good look into potentially the future. Like if I'm ever like flying around a bunch doing club weekends, and I don't know if I'm built for it. We're going to see. My strategy is get up early tomorrow, exercise a ton, like really wear myself out so I can sleep hard for 4 or 5 hours. Cause it's really hard to sleep on a plane. Like I'm a good plane sleeper, but they wake you up all the time. Almost. Hey, look, it's a bird out the window. Everybody, this is your captain speaking.
Dude,
shut up, man. It's a Redeye.
Yeah. Ah, my goodness. I can't sleep on a plane. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I flew to Israel, 10 hours, slept 25 minutes maybe. Just it's the worst.
That's tough. All right. Well, guess what, Jake? This episode comes out May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
That's right.
And that means that this past weekend, I probably did the festival from Should Mark Do This Festival?
That's right.
They said we're running out of time to talk about Should Mark Do This Festival. What's the latest updates you remember?
Well, they put you on the website, even though you demanded to be high on the website.
And I was they put me pretty high.
Let's see here. There was
Did I tell you that I asked the question about promotion?
Yeah, there was no real
headliner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that was the latest. Yeah. So I was wondering if there was a headliner. It's been now a week at least. They have not responded. So I don't think they're email people or something. But in the meantime, I emailed another comic and asked, hey, do you think they're going to be headliners? And very politely, he kind of pointed out, did you notice that these were not his words at all, but this is me inserting a bunch of sarcasm. Did you notice that a couple of these people on this website have a 250,000 250,000 Instagram followers? These are big deals in the Southeast. They are obviously the headliners. I just didn't recognize them. I didn't know who they were. So it turns out the headliners are on the website already, which might be why nobody responded. It'd be like if, to draw it out, exaggerated, like if Dane Cook or David Chappelle was on the website and I was like, hey, are you going to get a headliner for this festival? So I think that's why I haven't heard back, because they're like, idiot, there are headliners on our website.
Interesting. I didn't, because I checked out the website. I'm going to have to check it out again.
These are apparently huge acts in the Southeast.
I didn't recognize them. I live near the Southeast, not quite.
Yeah. Do you recognize any of these women?
I'm taking a look.
There was something else that came up. There's another festival or club that did something that gave me, I don't know. Anyway, so the festival's coming up. I still haven't bought plane tickets. I'm thinking about driving. There's a city along the way that is trying to pop up a don't tell for me, but it's too long a drive. And I'm like, well, I'll be back in July. Why don't you, let's shift this to July and I'll fly in. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is treat this like a vacation. Fly in, maybe go in a day early, watch the show. That's another question I want to ask. Do I get a free ticket to the night before, or do I have to pay for the theater ticket? I don't know.
That's a good question. Yeah.
So
fun. No, I don't recognize them. They have the credits aren't terrible. Not terrible credits.
So we'll see. To get to do, I mean, and here's the big change. Remember a couple weeks ago, I told you there were only 8 tickets that sold?
Yeah.
It's like almost sold out now.
Nice.
Yeah. So big theater and almost sold out. So I don't get to perform in a lot of sold out theaters. So that could be kind of fun.
That's very fun.
In fact, if you tell a quick story, I'm going to look up if it is sold out yet.
Yeah. Let's see here. I got booked on Gig Salad this morning. It's always fun to.
Oh, I got a booking this morning. Look at us.
From Gig Salad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's always fun to wake up and like, because you kind of, I had already gone back and forth with this woman a little bit.
This one, mine was the easiest ever.
Yeah.
They reached out at like 7 p.m. last night. I responded at 8 or 9 p.m.
Yeah.
I went to bed. I woke up. They responded at like 9:30 and accepted.
Yeah.
And there were other people who had bid. So I don't know what my magic sauce was, but you know what it probably was? This should probably be Patreon material, but let's say the range was like $500 to $1,000. Yeah. I bid 1,200. I went over and they took it immediately.
Well, there you go. Wow.
That's not the real range, but I'll say the real numbers in Patreon. If
you went over. Interesting. Okay, because I've heard you say something along the lines of, if it's 8 to 900, I'm gonna go 850, or if it's 7 to I'm gonna go right in the middle, or even
this is the first time I've ever overbid, but I kind of didn't want it. Is why I overbid.
There you go. So. But it's a gig salad gig for in town, super easy to get to. It's a Saturday. I'm already booked on that Friday. So it's like perfect working out for me. And the lady says, hey, we want to tell you a little bit about the event. I'm like, okay, great. And then she messaged me an AI generated photo. And it's 2 couples. And basically this is a gig for 2 couples, her and her twin brother, having a 50-year wedding anniversary. So it's 2 couples having 50-year wedding anniversary. Her and her husband, her brother, and his wife. It's interesting. But I don't know why I needed to know that. She wanted to make sure I knew that it's for It's two couples, 50-year wedding anniversary for both of them. So, I don't know what to do with that. Do I need to come up with specific material or
What's the length of the performance per
30
them?
minutes? 30 minutes.
Easy peasy, baby.
I know, right?
Yeah, just tell a bunch of jokes.
Yeah, well, I think I'll be
So quick update on the Morton Theater. It looks like it's about 160 seats in the orchestra, and there's only 27 left.
Oh, wow.
So, and the balcony is not, it seems like it's not on sale yet.
Okay.
But there is a balcony, and hopefully once they sell out the lower level, they'll put the balcony. Oh, and there's an upper balcony too.
Wow.
So hopefully they fill the whole thing eventually, but looking pretty good, and we're still 2 weeks away. That's incredible.
Yeah.
No, but still 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, a 5 minute, even if it's a sold out theater, man.
You know what's great about it though? Or maybe isn't great, is I'm about to do New Faces, which is exactly 5 minutes. So good to get a practice. It's hard to get a 5-minute set anymore.
It is.
So, yeah, that's either going to be, I hope, just a couple days before or about 10 days before I go up at New Faces. I should know pretty soon. Hopefully they'll let me know. I went and saw Janae Burris headline the other night. That was fun. She is awesome at comedy. She is really good, super funny, and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Autobiographical, personal. Talks about her life quite a bit, and you really leave feeling like you know who she is, or at least what the character on stage is. So I like that. That's fun.
Okay, so I went. A little scenario happened recently.
Okay, let's hear it.
A guy is coming to town and says, "I need a clean feature." So he's headlining. He needs a clean feature.
At what kind of venue?
At a theater, but it kind of got the vibe of like not a real theater, kind of a more second tier, third tier
strip mall. Location with chairs.
Not the Paramount, right? We're not talking like something.
Sure.
But
probably the kind of thing where he rented it.
Yeah, maybe.
As opposed to a comedy.
I kind of got more of the vibe that someone is putting on a clean show. They rented the theater. They hired him. He's like, "Hey, I want a opener. I'll find one real quick." So that's more of the vibe. Now he's from out of town. He's traveling for it. Okay, so he says, "Hey, who wants to be my clean feature?"
Where does he do this?
In what city does he do this?
No, in what like online forum?
Yeah, on Facebook. On Facebook.
Okay, okay. I'm not Facebook. What is that?
Yeah. It's like MySpace, but anyway.
Okay, so this is like a public
thing, basically saying, "Hey, I don't know anybody that lives in this city. If you're a clean feature, drop me a line." And then people in the comments kind of nominate each other. And like, hey, you should get this guy. You should get this guy. That sort of thing. Very common. That happens a lot.
Okay.
If you're ever on Facebook, you'll see that is not, that's not every week, but probably maybe twice a month, something like that happens.
Okay.
And
is it a weekend?
It is a Friday night.
Okay.
And
you're available.
I was available. I had booked that Saturday already. Looking for something on that Friday. Pretty excited about it.
Sounding pretty good.
And so, it's one of those. The way I think about the weekend, if you already have the Saturday, then you'll take almost anything on that Friday because it's harder to sell just one day, and that's the way I kind of think about it. Anyway,
okay.
So I messaged him, and so how much do you think this gig will pay? That's my question to you. That's
okay.
That's my question.
Let me ask this: when did you get that information? Was it posted on Facebook, or did you go back and forth? And he
No, he came right out and said, "Here's the pay." But
I'm gonna say, I mean, if he's posting publicly, $150.
Okay. So the reason, so I thought the minimum is 100. That's what my thought. I'm like, feature minimum 100.
Okay.
It could be 300, maybe.
Sure. Can I ask another detail that you probably don't know at this point?
Yeah.
Is it a cold open feature, so like host slash feature, or
I bet it is. It
okay,
probably is.
that changes things a little bit.
It does, but
I think you should get paid more in
I
that
think
situation.
probably. But
which is ironic because the other scenario, they got to pay more comics.
that's right.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting about $100. That's that. Now, if it was less than that, then okay. Now you're being stingy. You're being, what are you trying to get a soda at Huck's? What are you doing here? But the guy responds to me and he's like, well, I'm talking to this other guy, and I told him it was $100, and he says that's too little. But are you cool with 100? And I said, yeah, that's what I expected.
Oh, Jay, come on, man.
What am I
Band of brothers, buddy.
Oh no,
we got a union here.
No, I expected 100, and that's what the budget is. That's
Who's the other guy? Do you know this other guy?
I don't know the other guy.
Okay, all right.
This is a city I'm traveling to.
Oh, it's not in Louisville.
No. This is, but I know the guy. I know that the headliner. I know the headliner. We've worked together a few times. We've already exchanged messages, and I'm on his side. Now, I think he should have put it in.
Out of town. You didn't tell me it was out of town.
But I was already in that other town.
Yeah, but you got to pay for a hotel. There goes your $100 right there.
No.
So, what? You're staying at a $29 Huck Choice hotel knockoff?
Yeah. No, I'm already visiting family.
Okay. See, all these, Jake, you got to lay out the facts, man.
Well, I mean, I'm trying, Okay. So, so I think he should have. It could have been super easy if he, in his original post, just said $100, because it seems to me like that's his budget. That's what the budget is. If it's really not negotiable.
Okay.
Right? And who knows? This is a clean show. Sometimes clean guys.
What happens if you show up and there's 75 people there that paid $20 a piece? Are you annoyed?
No, I agreed to $100. If there's 1,000 people and they all paid $10,000, I don't care. I agreed to $100. That's there's actually a biblical. There's a
buddy. We got to get you to treat comedy like you treat a gas station convenience store.
Maybe
because you are on the opposite side. But this is where this whole episode has been building to this moment.
Had he put that in the post, hey, I need to feature this date, this location, $100. I think that avoids everything.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that he is losing money on the. Because I know the guy.
Okay.
I think he's losing money on this. I think this is coming.
He's just throwing $100 because it's.
I think he's trying to improve the show. That's what he's a good guy. So I don't think I'm getting taken advantage of at all. But I thought it was interesting that because you could tell he texted me. We went back and forth, and he was really pretty annoyed at this unnamed comic.
Yeah.
Who was like $100? I'm not doing it for that. It's like, all right.
Well, I mean,
we're not doing it.
It sounds like you're on the headliner's side, but you don't know the fact. Like maybe the guy was going to have to travel, and then he's got to get a hotel, and
But he went to the local, so he went to locals.
Oh, okay.
So he that guy wouldn't have to travel.
Got it. Okay.
Presumably not a hotel.
I mean, it's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night, and if you don't,
ideally, you're making more than $100 on a Friday night.
Ideally, but
But like if you have a relationship with this guy, this could just be a step towards more work. But if he's always like this, then who wants more $100 feature spots?
There's some of that too. But it's funny because he featured for me, which he shouldn't have, because he's got way more credits than me.
Okay.
Somebody who doesn't know enough booked it.
Okay.
It was a show in Nashville, and he featured for me. Like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. So
Nice. Well, that's cool. So you took it and you're doing it for exactly $100.
Exactly $100.
And you may have made an enemy out of a local feature.
I mean,
once they find out that you're the feature who did it for 100.
I guess, but that's what
It's
it is.
crazy how 60 cents over a soda.
Yeah.
Where I sometimes I
You're,
don't
you
understand
so
you, Jay.
wait, are you? I'm not certain. What magical solution do you have? That, like,
Well, you should share the same pettiness when you're booking yourself, when you're giving away your talent. You should say, you know what, man, I'm worth more than this.
Obviously, but not on a Friday to feature. That's $100 at every club I've ever worked at. $100 to feature on a Friday.
Yeah, clubs are different. Clubs are like,
Yep.
I don't know. I don't really understand the club model. I don't exactly aspire. We've talked about this on the Patreon, especially. Working at clubs is not ideal necessarily. Yeah. There are definitely disadvantages. Everybody wants to work at the clubs, but it's not everything it's cracked up to be necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm for it. I'm for it. But yeah. So.
Okay. Well, what else is going on, man? How's the preparing for a show in your house coming?
Not terribly.
Got any updates?
I have a venue that I think I'm going to I think I'm going to produce a show in town and just kind of see what that would be like, and then maybe do another one at the house and see which one I kind of like better.
Okay.
But
did you do your concept show, or is that tonight?
No, that is in a couple days.
Okay.
The concept show is in a couple days. Very excited about that. I think it's.
How are the ticket sales? Any ideas?
They haven't told us.
Okay.
So I think the ticket sales are pretty good. A lot of people have told me that they've bought them. It's a Thursday. It's at a comedy club. I'm getting paid way less than $100. But
it's a weeknight, and you're working way harder because you're producing it.
Way harder.
That's crazy.
Comedy, man.
I'm headlining a comedy club Saturday night, and I have no idea what I'm getting paid.
Yep.
And they recently sent an email that said no tickets have been pre-sold.
So, here we go.
So I reached out. I said, hey, 4 days in advance, I'll start some ads, and I threw out some other suggestions, and I've already gotten some people to come out.
You put your ads on Facebook?
I put them on Meta, yeah.
Okay.
Which goes down to Facebook, Instagram, and whatever Messenger is.
Okay. Because I didn't know if you could without a Facebook page.
Yeah. I'll tell you the secret in the Patreon.
Yeah.
If you want to know how I do that.
Yeah.
But
I have the.
I will say though, I don't know if they work, man. I had one recently, and it's funny. Another nationally touring headliner called me. Like, this is kind of random. Like, a guy who's been on like Conan called me, and I missed the call, and I called him back, and he said, "Hey, are you having trouble with Facebook ads? Because we've talked before about advertising and trying to fill rooms." And I'm like, "It's so funny you call me today, because I just noticed I have a show tonight." This is in the past, but that night when he had called me, and for some reason this ad that I started a week ago, it didn't run. It spent like 13 cents out of $100.
Huh.
It was running the whole time, but it didn't, like, something glitched. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm having the same problem. I have a show tomorrow night, and none of the ads were running. They were on and running, but like Facebook." I'm like, "What is Facebook doing? Why don't they want our money?"
Yeah.
They're not spending the money. There was some kind of glitch. And here's the thing, that show, like, we sold about as many tickets as I would have expected. It looked really grim that morning. We got a ton of walk-ups, ton of last minute. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be advertising. Maybe it doesn't really matter if you advertise because you're going to get about the same anyways, and save that $100 and then hire Jake to feature.
Hire me to feature. $100. There it is. I'll feature for you, no matter where, as long as I'm already there.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about the concept show. I mean, it's going to be really roasty, really roast heavy.
Okay.
And I'm going to be able to. I know I'm going to have to really run this thing, and no one has done this show before. Nobody knows what they're even to expect at this show, including all of the staff and the guy running the sound booth. I mean, nobody. And so it's going to be tricky. I have my note cards that I'm going to hand out for people, and try to get. I'll probably have to bring more pins. I have to think about all of this.
Yeah,
stuff.
It's like me trying to plan this comedy festival that's coming up. I gotta make sure there's a movie screen that's 14 feet wide. I gotta get the movie files of all. I got the feature films already, but I gotta get the shorts. I don't know exactly how to do that, and there's like dozens of them. It's kind of annoying. I gotta get hotels for all the comics that want hotels. The ones that want to pay for their own hotels, I gotta set that. I gotta broker that. I gotta get rides for 25 comedians from Denver, 100 miles.
By the way, did you realize who I drove from Denver? I picked him up downtown Denver. I don't know how he got to downtown from the airport, but
this is when the first year of the festival.
First year of the festival. I don't know if you remember who I drove up.
Osama Siddiqui.
No, it's a good guess though.
Wait. The very first year, Osama, Caitlin, Steven. It's the story would be cool. The coolest if it was Learnmore Jonasi.
Yes, and he was
no way.
Yep, and he was going.
Then suddenly I was thinking, wait, who wasn't a headliner but is now like headliner famous? Kind of. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah,
I kind of vaguely remember that actually.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was like, does he need to ride down? He never told me he needed to ride. I mean, and I asked him like 3 or 4 times. And he finally was like, no, I don't need. I'm already down, or something like that. He like had already left or whatever. Like, okay. I didn't want to strand the guy.
I remember that Monday morning it snowed in Vail.
Did it?
And it was the first time he'd ever seen snow, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Learn more from Zimbabwe, everybody.
Very fun guy. He was going by Long John, the comedian at the time.
Yeah, way back then. Did you know he's part of some like lawsuit right now? Have you heard about this? Talk about it.
Yeah. So he's got a joke, and he's got apparently merch about this, where the words at the beginning of the song.
Here, let me sing them for you, Jake. Okay. Na, na. How did I do? It's the beginning of Lion King.
Beginning of Lion King.
Yes. If you couldn't tell from my perfect pitch there.
Perfect pitch, yeah. The beginning of the Lion King, he says that it's hey, look, there's a lion, see this lion, or something like that. Something really like basic. Very not creative, and just look, there's a lion, here's a lion.
Okay.
And it's while they're singing when they're all coming up there, and it's on Pride Rock, and Zafiki, I don't know, with the monkey, the baboon is holding up Simba in that iconic pose. All of that's happening, and he's getting sued apparently by the writer, composer, or whatever of that song, because that's not the words. So when a guy with a African accent says these are the words, we all apparently just immediately believed it. Like, yep, right. That's the word.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's getting sued for like $10 million.
Yeah, it's a big
number.
Yeah, it's a big. And it's like, did that really damage this 40-year-old movie's soundtrack? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to win the lawsuit, or it's going to get thrown out, is what I mean by that. But it might cost him a fortune to get to that.
Yeah.
Which is a drag. Do you run into him much? He's in Pittsburgh, so that's kind of your.
He came through. So there was about like a 2-month period. I swear it wasn't very long, when Louisville had another club. It was called Laugh Louisville. So Laugh Boston,
Oh
and
yeah.
those guys opened this club in Louisville. They decorated it real nice. It was a cool venue. It used to be a comedy club years and years ago. It's in this interesting part of town that used to be cool. It's now not as cool as it was. It's called 4th Street Live. Used to be like this really amazing rocking, gotta come see. Kind of like 16th Street in Denver, but if you condensed it down to one block as opposed to the whole thing. But it's not as kind of cool as it used to be. Anyway, they had a comedy club for 2 or 3 months. I remember I had a day off, a Friday off or something. I couldn't get featured for $100, so instead I went to the club just to watch a show. And so I'm standing out in front of the club, or in the lobby, and I was like, "Hey, I'm a comedian. Like to watch the show." They're like, "Oh, for free?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a comedian. I like to watch the show." I'm like, "Oh," and they made me stand there. I swear, 25 minutes.
Oh man.
I just and then the manager finally came out and be like, "Oh, okay." I go back there. There's 12 people in the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this place ain't lasting. Anyway, Learnmore Jonasi, he came by and I featured for him. When he came
fun. Did he remember you?
Yeah. We got a picture together, and he's a good guy. But yeah, he definitely.
You should text it to me.
Yeah.
I'll get it to the social people, and we'll put it up on the. We'll do a like throwback message.
Yeah. No,
I love that when festival people meet up in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so funny. Everybody check out Learnmore Jonasi, Jonasi. I think he's still in Pittsburgh, but I don't know that for sure. He had a great run on America's Got Talent. I mean, he headlines improv comedy clubs around the country. He's killing it. For some reason, I can't remember the 4th headliner that year. I know Derrick Stroup was the secret headliner on the eve of show, but so there was Caitlin Palufo, Steven Rogers, Osama Siddiqui, and do you know who the last headliner was?
I don't. I mean, Caitlin and Steven are the only two I really remember off the top of my head.
Boy, that's wild. I'm gonna have to look it up right now to let the folks know. Won't take but a second. It was Hazmin Garza.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm wrong. It was not Derrick Stroup that year. It was Al Jackson.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I thought it was Al Jackson.
It was the next year that Derrick Stroup was the secret headliner. That's cool. Well, that's even more recent to his rocket ship rise to fame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Only 3 years ago. That's crazy. That was 3 years ago. I think I'll say on the Patreon what I paid him. And I remember him being so grateful for the money and so nice about it. And man, has he taken off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I've told this story, but I'll tell it again. It's worth it. I was doing a show, a clean showcase at Rise. Now it was called Voodoo back then, and it was on Denver. In Denver. I think you did it. I think you did it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
You were producing it.
I was producing the show.
Yeah,
I was running the show. It's Tuesday night.
Clean or fresh.
Fresh and Clean is the name of it. And the way that I did it is had 6 comedians each do 6 minutes of clean comedy. The whole thing is supposed to last right at an hour.
Okay.
With all the things.
Wait, let me do the math. 10 comics. Okay.
No. 6 comics. 6 comics and me. And we had to end a little bit early. We had to always start a little bit late because they sell them in like 1 hour blocks, or not sell them or whatever. It was on Tuesday at Voodoo Comedy Playhouse there, and I had done 1 or maybe 2, and Derrick sees me, in the lobby, and not on that Tuesday, on a different day. He's like, "Hey, Jake, I can do clean." I'm thinking, I know, I'm sure you, but why would you want to do my rinky-dink show where I paid $0 to anybody and they're doing 6 minutes?
Did he do it?
No.
Okay.
He never did it. I booked him for something else for a virtual gig, and he
Did he cancel?
He canceled, but like in a weird way.
He did this. Let's talk about that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's put a pin on that. We gotta go into plugs. It's so everybody, patreon.com/Mark and Jake, $5. Hear that story. I got a real salty, I'm gonna get petty about a comedian in the Patreon this week. I'm gonna talk about what I'm actually getting paid and the bidding process for a future gig. And I'm going to get petty about a second comedian. And I'm going to tell folks what I paid Derrick Stroup in 2023.
Yep.
You got anything for the Patreon specifically before we get into plugs?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about that canceled virtual show. Well, it wasn't canceled. It was
okay.
It was weird. It was
okay.
Weird.
All right. We're going to talk about trying to book Derrick Stroup on a virtual show.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. This is coming out May 4th. May 6th, I think there's a 50% chance I'm at Comedy Works. That's Wednesday, May 6th. It is the annual New Faces competition. Please come out, and you can go for free. You just call up the box office and mention my name, Mark Masters, and you get free tickets. If it's not May 6th, it might be May 13th, but I don't know yet. May 7th, I am at blah, blah, blah senior living. Location undisclosed in Boulder, Colorado. That's an afternoon show, everybody. I'm getting paid very handsomely to talk about the health benefits of laughter and do half an hour of comedy. And then Friday, May 8th, come see me at Beer Barn. That's the name of the show. I think it's also the name of the brewery. It is in Lakewood, Colorado, run by Paul Garcia. Beer Barn on Friday, May 8th. What do you got, Jake?
I am in Niles, Michigan this weekend. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday, Saturday at the Underground Laugh Lounge. Very exciting.
Okay, awesome. And don't forget, at the end of this month, May 22nd through 24th, it's Vail Comedy Festival, vailcomedyfestival.com. We also have a film festival, Film at Vail Comedy Festival. We got 2 amazing features, about a dozen shorts. We got tons of comedy. We got magic. It's going to be a great time. Hotels are cheap. We got discounted lodging links on vailcomedyfestival.com. Come on up and laugh. We'll see you in the Patreon, everybody. Bye-bye.